This is BBC Southern Counties Radio. Now, how often do you shout at your favourite soap opera characters on the television? How much would you like to offer them some advice or tell them what to do? Well, thanks to a new BBC online soap opera, you can. Interactive soap opera's a nice idea. Wannabes is set in Brighton, and its interactive nature means that you can affect what happens in the storylines. And the executive director of Wannabes is Mick Dix, who's on the line. Hello, Mick.
Hello, how are you, Neil?
Very well. Is it Mick or Mike?
It's Mike. Mick Dix is a bit embarrassing, really.
It is, really, especially after what we've been talking about. So,
hey, I don't believe you've never been to a sex shop, Neil, I'm afraid.
I have never been to a sex shop. My darling, I wouldn't know what they are like. Only in films, I've seen.
Believe you.
Mike, so the interactive nature, how does it work in Wannabes?
It's kind of simple interactions, Neil. What you get to do is give advice to characters when they get stuck in a situation that they've got a dilemma or they've got to make a decision. They'll turn to you like you're a friend and they'll ask you for some help. And it could be that they just want to know whether you think this is the right thing to do or not. It could be that they're asking you to really make a decision for them. Sometimes they get you to play a game on their behalf to help them out of a sticky situation. So what we've kind of done is weaved interactive bits into a quite funny soap opera, basically.
Okay, and I suppose that the point of that is just to make it a bit more of an engaging experience for young people.
Yeah, it's aimed at teenagers, and they're living a lot of their life on the internet now, and more television is moving across to the internet. And what we've tried to do with this is make it a more internet experience watching television. Really, this is, at the heart of this is a great soap opera. But while you're sitting there watching it on a computer, you kind of feel the need to click and get involved. And with Wannabes, you can do that.
Okay, let's have a little listen and see what people are missing if they haven't logged on yet.
That's all in the past now. I stuck a pin in the map, and Brighton's where I want to be. Life by the seaside is proving far from cheap. I'm earning no money, spending a fortune on rent, and starting to wonder if Brighton is such a good idea. Behind the Regency facade, bedsit land stretches for miles. And I share my once mansion with Cradle of Filth to my right. The winner of Craft's Dog on a String Award to my left. And above, my favourite neighbour, with squeaky bed springs. If it moves, I'll shag it. God, I've got to get out of here.
There we are, an everyday tale of Brighton, I suppose. That's what it's like there in bedsit land. What sort of reaction have you had from this, Mike, so far?
It's going down very well, actually. We've been talking about it for a while because we were filming it last year. So there's been a lot of good reaction to it. It's been out now for about a week. There are 3 episodes available at bbc.co.uk/Wannabes. And we're getting a lot of good feedback. A lot of it about the character you were just listening to, which is Layla, which the story kind of centres around. She's a wannabe journalist, and she turns up in Brighton and decides to make a name for herself. She's played by a young lady called Sheena Bahista, who's actually a Bollywood star, so I think quite timely for us.
We've heard about that before, haven't we? and she wants to work for the the Brighton Examiner? The
Brighton Examiner. I'm not sure that really exists. But,
no, we have the Brighton Argus here, but it's a similar sort of thing.
For copyright reasons, obviously, we changed a few names, but yeah, and the editor of the local paper is actually played by Kate Winslet's sister, which was a bit of a coup for us. So, and she breaks into the offices and puts her CV on the desk to get herself a job later, which gets herself in trouble. And then, at that point, she turns over to the camera and starts asking the audience for some help, basically.
Well, a really interesting idea. And if you like seeing little views of Brighton from time to time, a nice homegrown soap opera, it's good to see as well. So, bbc.co.uk/Wannabes if you want to have a play with that. And Mike, thanks very much indeed.
Thanks very much.
Cheers for coming on.
Bye-bye.
There we are. And if you like local politics, I'll have a little bit of this.
Daddy!
Oh, Charlotte, my princess, how are you?
Fine.
Exciting news.
You've convinced Simon to let me go on the X Factor.
No.
I'm going to present in that new show about killer pets. No. A modelling contract. I don't mind going topless.
No, it's exciting news for me. Today is the formal launch of my campaign to be Mayor of Brighton. And no, you're not going topless.
There we are. So it's all to do with Wannabes and a campaign to be the mayor of Brightstones. Exciting, doesn't it, Simon? You're tempted. You're tempted to tune in.
I'd have a chance.
Just have a look. It's bbc.co.uk/Wannabes.